Parkour began as a training discipline using movement adapted from military training. Initially founded by David Bell, he later formed a group called the Yamakasi, bound by a philosophy of physical, mental, and ethical strength. Since the late 1980s, it's now globally recognized and practiced in various urban environments around the world. Featured in blockbuster movies, TV shows, and displayed by social media, it is taking the world by storm. Welcome to Sydney Parkour.
I hate defining it as a sport. I don't like it when people call it a sport because that's such a minimal view of what it actually encompasses.
Automatically brings in competition aspect, whereas
For parkour, the only person you should really be competing with is yourself.
and trying to be better than you were the previous time you trained.
Parkour, in my opinion, is the art and practice of getting from point A to point B in the quickest, most efficient way possible.
There are more creative ways to do it, but for the most part, I think it's more about efficiency.
Parkour to me means a form of expression and creativity in community. The welcoming community of like-minded individuals who are pushing each other towards a common goal. And
that's what parkour is. It's about kind of fighting yourself and fighting your own brain.
A sort of joy that you don't get with other sports, as there aren't really that many rules at all. There's sort of like expectations in technique and stuff, but no one says you can't do this jump because it's illegal or it won't score you points or something like that. There's nothing that limits what you can do in this sport.
It means life to me. Yeah.
Parkour to me was something that I guess made me like happier and stronger. So it's something that's really important to me because it's like changed my life completely. It's like given me friends, it's like made me strong like mentally and physically.
Looking at abstract shapes or even common shapes, I see all these new and interesting environments. I ask myself, how can I move to this environment in a way that other people do not, and in a way that expresses who I am.
The ordinary person comes around, sees walls, boundaries and barriers and things like that. All I see are obstacles to overcome or opportunities to better myself.
Once you've done parkour for a while, your brain like shifts into how you think. And when you're walking around, your brain's automatically thinking, what could I do here? What could I do with this?
And from that, that moves into your everyday life outside of parkour, so financial ones, obstacles in relationships and stuff like that. They stop being barriers, they become things to overcome.
Having indoor facilities, especially in Sydney, allows it to be more accessible to the public.
Especially to like kids and younger people, their parents are a lot more likely to let them go into a gym than they are to let them go out to the city.
Indoor facilities give people like a safer place to start, and they give you like a safe place to try things out where like you might get hurt outside.
There's people on site that can help you.
We have more people coming through the discipline than before.
Look, I think it's safe to say it's done a lot, especially for Sydney Parkour. I know that there's probably some people who disagree, but like, I think we do push a lot of people through into the general community.
Being able to teach people parkour is kind of one of those experiences that not many people have. You see them weekly and you see them progressing every week, and it's probably one of my favorite things about parkour.
And I think it's the strength of character of a lot of the people we employ. And you know, it's not like a conventional sport where you do the sport and you leave. They do the sport, then they're hanging out for a couple of hours as well. And when they're spending that much time with a group of people who do have quite a dedicated mentality when it comes to training, they get a lot more benefit. I think Sydney Parkour today is unrecognizable to Sydney Parkour of 7 years ago. Like, it's just same people, but absolutely different maturity level, different understanding of the way things work and the way people work and the way training works and all sorts of stuff like that. It's a very different place.
My experience in the Sydney Parkour community has been a very long one. It's been a very interesting one. It's been very up and down.
I was like kind of pushed in a different way than someone else because I was one of the only girls. So
there was some drama, and it was hard being the only girl for a long time. But where we are now is really, really good, and I love the Sydney community a lot.
I mean, I've gotten to get to know a lot more people in the Sydney community.
Most of my really good friends I've met through this sport.
I love the friends that I've made through it. I wouldn't be who I am without them.
You guys have one of the best communities, if not the best community I've ever had the pleasure of observing and being a part of. That I was just blown away by the hospitality and generosity and everything. I haven't seen a community with that many strong and solid practitioners. And
I've just met the Sydney Parkour community in this Nutguts for the last week. They've been very welcoming, super friendly. Whenever we ask for help, just help us and give all the details, how to get there, where to go, this is a good spot, this is a good place for dinner.
People that would never have been friends in other situations are suddenly like really close friends.
They're all such nice people, they're all very supportive.
Hilariously over the top with how they interact with each other, so it's been fantastic.